Welcome to PGA Tour 2K23. My name's John McCarthy, and I am packing all the golf lessons. So I invite you to use these lessons to get you swinging that club like a pro and getting that little white ball around the course as best you can. Let's crack into it. Pull back on the swing stick to start your swing. That was well done. After each shot, you will get feedback about your accuracy in the bottom right-hand corner. In the middle of that circle, there's a white stripe. And you need to keep your swing within that white stripe if you want your shot to be accurate. Now let's try another swing and remember to keep it within that white stripe. Good job on that one. And you're also going to receive feedback on your swing timing, and that's the meter that kind of wraps around the top of your swing accuracy indicator. Your backswing timing refers to the point at which you transition from backswing into downswing. That's what we're looking for. Congratulations. In this lesson, we're going to talk about one of the most important skills you can have at your disposal, and that is putting. Well done on that lesson. The putt weight is how hard you hit your putt. Nice work. Those moving dots on the grid are telling us that your putt's going to break a little bit to the right, so you will have to aim to the left to compensate. Use the aim stick to make adjustments before putting so that you can drop this one in the hole. Give it a go. Not quite. Let's try that again. Well, you've got that one down. And with that, you are... Hello and welcome to this lesson on clubs and shot types. We're going to dig through that golf bag a little bit, and I'll tell you a few simple tricks you can use to navigate some of the situations you find yourself in on the course. Okay, so for this shot, you're hitting into the wind. This means you are going to have to club up, or in other words, use a longer club. So let's press the change club button until you get to the pitching wedge, then just pop this shot onto the green. Well, that didn't quite pan out. Let's give that another go. Let's just go ahead and give that another try. Well, no need to linger on this lesson. Now, it's only a matter of time before you find yourself in a situation where the normal shot type is just not going to do. Now, to get on the green from here, you are going to need a chip shot. So let's press the change shot type button until you get to the chip shot, and then chip that ball nice and close to the pin with your next stroke. And let's just go ahead and try that again, okay? Not quite. Let's reset and try again. That didn't quite pan out. I guess we'll try again. Well, that didn't work. Let's try that one again. That's the stuff. Information about the current lie of your ball is available always in the top right corner of the screen. This will give you a range of how much spin and power your shot will retain, and then you can use that info to adjust your shot accordingly. For this particular situation, let's change our club to the sand wedge and then change our shot type to a splash shot, which is a great shot for getting out of these greenside bunkers. After that, give that swing a go. See if you can stick it close. Good job. That's what we're looking for. And now, hello there and welcome to the lesson on advanced shots. In this lesson, we're going to learn about techniques you're going to want to master if you want to compete with the pros. In this situation, we are going to need to take a partial swing. If you chip this with full power, it's going to blow right by the hole. So, we are going to have to move our aim marker closer to us to compensate. Move the aim marker a little bit closer to you. See if you can get about a 75% power chip. And then use the backswing meter at the bottom of your screen to dial in the proper strength for this chip. I don't think you got that quite. Let's best to try that again. How about we try that again? All right, that didn't pan out. Let's try that again. Well, you've got the hang of this one. You're going to come across situations like this one where you want to adjust the spin and loft of your shot. In this case, we want to land our shot on the green softly without a whole lot of roll. And for that, we need to add some backspin. Hold down the true shot button and move your aim stick down to increase your loft and backspin. And then have a go at this pin and see if you can land it nice and soft and close. Not quite there, is it? Let's try again. Not quite. Let's reset. Try again. Didn't quite get that. Let's try that one again. All right, that didn't pan out. Let's give it another go. Not quite. Let's try that one again. Well, not quite. Let's try that again. Great work. Looks like you've got the hang of that. Applying a fade or draw to your golf shot is a great tool to have at your disposal. By holding down the true shot button and moving the aim stick to the left, you can apply a fade. By moving the aim stick right, you can apply a draw to the ball flight. To complete this lesson, apply a fade to your next shot and watch that ball curl gently back into the middle of the driving range. That should probably be tried again. I think we've got time for another try at this one. Well, that didn't quite pan out. Let's give that another go. Well, you'll get this with some more practice. Okay, this is where we part ways, and all that's left for you is to choose a difficulty level, and then you can go ahead and customize your golfer in the My Player menu if you feel like it. If not, all good as well. We'll see you out there on the links real soon.
Pga2k Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, what's on the minds of these players today?
Look, at the end of the day, these players want one thing and one thing only, and that's their Corn Ferry Tour card. And to do that, they need to finish up in the top 50 at the end of the event.
I'm looking forward to today, that's for sure. And let's see what he can do here today. From around 140 yards here.
Back into the wind. They need to flight this one down.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Good shot there. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
It was on a good line. Putting for par. The dreaded shove. Always hurts on the greens. Starting the round above par today.
And a stumble on the opening hole never sets the tone very well. It'll be interesting to see how they react.
And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
Players want to take out any club, driver, three, whatever it takes, to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in two. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie fours are always a good score on this hole, and you're never disappointed with a five.
That was a bit wayward. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Time now for the fourth shot.
Wind's blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the one in here.
And he needs this to save par. Oh, that's too bad. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This will be a good bogey.
Okay, steady now. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Yeah, that putt looked pushed. Just a short putt remaining here. Sitting at 4 over for the day. Teeing off here at the third hole.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie twos, but par threes should be had.
going with the hybrid. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Well, they tried to fade it in there, but just didn't commit to it.
And here we are with the third shot. And this from the greenside rough. Lovely touch. Well played.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. The fourth at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par four.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Yeah, you'll take that. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. It's time to step onto the tee here at the fifth.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt. That's really not what they were looking for.
Rich, being a big Boston sports fan, love being here in Beantown. And look, TPC Boston's a great venue for any championship. We've had some great winners here in the past. The likes of Tiger Woods, Ricky Fowler, Justin Thomas. This golf course, it gives, but it also takes.
Look at the list of winners you just mentioned. What do they have in common? A, they're really gritty competitors, but B, they're super good, reliable ball strikers. I think that this golf course is sneaky, demanding. Whoever wins this week is certainly going to earn it on this relatively, seemingly benign, but sneaky hard golf course.
Putting for bogey. Oh, just missed. Just 3 feet to the cup. Nice little putt to hole, that one.